Souls Dark Revengeance is not a game, it's a fucking punishment. And you better believe it has features, mechanics, enemies, bosses, a story, and certainly gameplay. Come along, Hollows and Dragons, as we experience the totally easy and not difficult at all experience that is Dark Souls. Oh. Well. We start off by realizing that the multiplayer servers have been closed since Jesus has been fucking crucified, meaning that we won't get to enjoy getting invaded by a phantom that has already finished the game 4 times. We then start off by choosing a name for our character. This was a very hard decision to make, and so I called him VG, by lack of creative ideas. We then have to choose a class, and after a long time considering my options, I end up choosing the homeless man living under the bridge next to my home. We also get to choose a gift, and I choose the Master Key because literally everything else in the list fucking sucks. Then comes the fun part where we spend 50 hours on the character creation sliders and create Pepe the Frog's meth-addicted cousin. I promise that wasn't intentional, I don't know how it ended up looking like that. We awaken in our cell because, I mean, fucking look at us, who wouldn't want to lock us away for all eternity? So some guy, I don't know who, just dropped a whole ass corpse in our cell with the keys to open the door, and so we use it and begin our journey to— hang on, there's a story too. So before Minecraft was invented, the world was all grey. There wasn't really anything. Nothing was really alive or dead. It was just there. And also dragons, which was pretty fucking boring. So out of the ass of some cave came fire. And with it came disparity. Life and death, dark and light, cringe and base. Then some dudes got pieces of the flame, most notably Rave Lord Nito, Esqueleto Gigante, Sans Undertale, then the woman, then Santa Claus and his army of elves, and then someone that apparently wasn't really worth noting because he's just called the Furtive Pygmy.
So easily forgotten.
So the lords and all teamed up and went like, bro, let's kill the dragons, and everyone was like, yep, good idea. So while Gwyn was busy carrying everyone in the war by one-shotting dragons with his sunlight bolts, the witches were setting shit on fire, and Nito spread death to everyone. Like, he literally just made that shit up. He just came up with the idea of death and forced it upon everyone, which I think is pretty fucking based. So then the flame died out because, I don't know, I guess fires just do that sometimes, and then shit hit the fan. The witches tried duplicating it and became the Nether. Gwyn set himself and all of his army on fucking fire while trying to keep it on, and Nito was very busy taking a nap. As you can tell, one of these lords is clearly more Chad than the others. So yeah, dragons are almost all dead, and no one can really die because of the dark sign. And I'ma be real, I'm not entirely sure how that thing works. It has something to do with humanity or something, I think. But I'm really not sure, so just pretend I explained how it works. So we wake up in our cell, which we ended up in for completely unjustified reasons, and proceed on our adventure. After like 3 pictoseconds of exploration, we find our first bonfire and light it. We then rest on it and— oh, okay, I get the message. I guess I'm not welcome here after all. Perhaps behind this door I'll find something more welcoming. Welcome everyone to the tutorial boss, and after realizing that his health bar is the length of this video, I immediately gave up on trying to kill him. Don't worry, we'll be back for his ass. We run away from our responsibilities, just like me on a daily basis, and head to some place where we find a big stick and a piece of wood. We are then taken aback by the boulder and find the guy who rescued us earlier. He's a chill guy and explains that he is dying of asbestos poisoning because this asylum was built with the security standards of the 1940s. He then tells us about some prophecy or something that says we need to go ring some bells to go to the land of gods and do some shit. I don't fucking know. This guy speaks in fucking Shakespearean and my ape brain is too small to comprehend. We then go back to fight the asylum demon and beat his shit easily because, honestly, even for regular video game standards, this boss is pretty fucking easy. If you die to him, you're just bad and should drop the game and drop yourself into a volcano. We carry on and leave the asylum before it burns. and we are then forcibly taken to the land of Lordran, and we start exploring to try and find the candies the bird said were in his van. I think he lied to me. We then find this fine fella who I try killing during one of my numerous Estus-induced delirium before realizing maybe he's just a little bit out of my league. I instead choose the diplomatic approach and get absolutely nothing out of it, but don't worry, it'll be useful later, probably. We then get to a bridge/sewer and arrive in the beautiful land of Toronto. The inhabitants sure do seem to enjoy my presence. We then— holy fuck! We then carry on, murdering and destroying everything in our path, and find a nice, friendly merchant, which I am really trying hard not to kill, but he pushes me over the edge and I commit first-degree murder. But at least we get a cool sword out of it. At the bonfire, I decide to reverse hollowing, which basically means we can acquire the peak male body, but fear not, because we die and lose that state very quickly in exchange for the worst ring in the fucking game. After getting our souls back, we run away from the Nazgul that was just chilling in the fucking alley and escape him, and oh my fucking god, he's still chasing me. I'll just hide in the basement. Holy shit! No. Don't worry guys, we made it out. God damn it. Ladies and Xenos, I would like to introduce you to the Asylum Demon if the fat fuck got off his ass and worked out instead of sitting around the asylum. The Zodiac Demon works out 26 hours a day. We are literally just another set of squats for him, and so we die because I am bad at the video game. Oh boy, time to walk all the way back again. Sure do hope nothing inconvenient happens. We are back, and with a new trick up our sleeves, and that is called the ancient power of gunpowder. Since I am a fucking bitch, I decided to just throw him firebombs from a distance, because in my previous game, I literally hoarded those like a dragon until the end of the game, without ever using them. So honestly, I just want to get rid of them and get rid of him. After some exploration, we find a cool new elevator, and I wonder which part of the game it'll take us. What? Later on, we are attacked by the worst monster of all, British people. This is just like my trip to Birmingham. Let's go somewhere else instead. Oh, great. This is, Down in the basement of the most luxurious apartments in Toronto, we find whatever the fuck this thing is. It looks like an overgrown fetus made out of stone. Maybe this is why Americans don't want abortions, and if that's the result, maybe they have a point. We give up quickly and instead make our way to the tower, impale some British people on our halberd like a kebab, and enter the fog. This is a boss, isn't it? In today's episode of Who the Fuck Approved This, we fight the Bell Gargoyle, and I'm starting to understand why Daenerys snapped when she heard the bells. I think she just played this game for more than 6 minutes. The Gargoyle isn't really the issue here. The real problem is the fucking arena. Miyazaki is a huge masochist, and it fucking shows, especially since, get this, there's fucking 2 of them. I then commit the greatest sin of all and summon a phantom to help kill the gargoyles, and honestly, Solaire fucking carried my ass. Wow, a new cool area. Oh, hey little dog. Oh god, screw that! Alright, we're finally No! It's fine. We made it to the fog gate. Perhaps there'll be a bonfire. It's time for my favorite part of the game, which is literally just spending over an hour to beat this single fucking boss. Just getting to him is a feat of fucking patience because he's guarded by an entire village of wannabe ninjas and friendly pit bulls. And when you get to him, The worst is still to come, as El Chupacabra is guarded by his loyal huskies and the place you fight him in is smaller than a washing machine. Help me, step demon, I'm stuck. We decide to instead go somewhere else because I cannot take more of this shit, and take a small detour in Vietnam which leads us to the butterfly boss, which is as pretty as it is boring. Is this Undertale? I literally have to wait for my turn to hit him. You know, I find this game to be much more tranquil since I've become an egg. All my worries are gone and oh shit, where the fuck are we going? Ah, it's good to be back in the same fucking place, with also the same fucking boss lurking 2 feet below. Yes, this is exactly the same fight as the Asylum Demon, except of course for the explosions. But other than that, the fight is exactly the same. You just have to keep hitting it and eventually it will go down. And yes, I am just as uncomfortable as you are with this angle, but it's literally the only blind spot this motherfucker has. The real challenge here is not ending on a sex offender registry apparently. Why couldn't we just pick up the fucking doll at the start of the game? I don't fucking know. Also, why did we go all the way here to pick up a fucking doll, you may ask? Well, it's the only way we'll be able to commit home invasion later. You'll see. Now time to go kill the claustrophobia demon. After using the key that we stole off of an innocent bystander, we now have access to the sewers, and it is just as bad as you'd think. We have rats, dogs, living trash bags, Billy the Butcher, and of course, my darkest, deepest fears. Now this pug-looking ass is pretty much the worst thing you can encounter in this game, because they don't do damage. Oh no, that is baby shit. They instead spit smoke, that if you inhale too much, gives a special effect called Curse. Just like the toilets at my school. This means that you die instantly, and your health is halved for the rest of the game. Or you can just buy some soap, you know? But just like a real Dark Souls player, our character has no idea what a shower is. Oh hey, it's a totally not suspicious giant room. Better go see what's inside. Oh, look at its little head. It's so cute. Oh. Oh god, no. No, please go back. I don't want to fight this. Can we perhaps talk about this? In this fight against the... we fight one of the ancient primordial dragons that Gwyn almost wiped the fuck out. Thankfully this one is, a bit special. He's kinda... yeah. Did you lack oxygen at birth or something? Despite its quite terrifying appearance and the nightmares this thing gives me, the Gaping Dragon, that's his real name, is notoriously polite because he'll bash his head against the wall while I heal. Honestly, the best thing about this fight is probably his theme music. Oh my god, what the fuck is actually wrong with this thing? Did you know that since it has 2 sets of wings and 6 legs, this thing technically classifies as an insect? And as such, we are going to squash it like a bug.